friends, it's Jess, and I'm just popping in real quick to say that we are so excited to be back making new episodes for you. I also wanted to give some quick programming notes before we dive into the new episode. Under the Plum Bob podcast will now bring you new episodes every second and fourth Wednesday of every month. Same great Sims content, just spread out a bit for you to savor. If you do miss hearing us weekly, why not join our Patreon? By joining our $3 tier, you have access to hours of bonus episodes and content. We post a new bonus episode at the beginning of every month. You'll also get access to our private Discord server where you can connect with your fellow citizens and the occasional Under the Plum Bob team member. Speaking of teams, Team Llama, Team Cowplant, no more. We have decided to join forces and become one big Team Llama Plant. I guess, Team Plum Bob? Well, whatever we call ourselves, we wanted to bring fresh ideas and perspectives to each topic we cover and have you get to know more of the team, and that's what you'll get every episode. And don't forget our monthly build showcase. We stream your gallery builds, tagged with the hashtag UTPB, every third Sunday of the month at 11 a.m. Eastern US time. Check it out on our Twitch stream at twitch.tv/UnderThePlumBobPodcast. Well, that's enough from me. Thanks for being the best listeners, and we hope you enjoy the new episode. Badish!
Hello, and welcome to the podcast. It is Under the Plum Bob Podcast, the podcast about the Sims. Hi, I'm Vanity. Joining me today is the others. Others?
The others.
The others? We the
Others,
others?
say your name.
Lost Vibes, and am I right? Early 2000s reference. Hey, it's Marissa.
I rage quit Lost because Emily DeRaven, I can't get past her character in Roswell, so I hate her in everything she's in.
Who is that again? Who did she play?
The pregnant chick.
Oh, yeah. Penny! Penny was Penny on the thing!
Always a penny.
Oh my god, fucking Penny.
Always a penny. And who are you, other person?
Oh, hi, I'm Allie. We're here. I'm here. Hi.
We're here.
We are here. And today we're going to be talking about just a small town girl living in a city world. I try to think of a city sounding song. I don't know about any other city songs. Won't you take me to Funky Town? That's about a city, I think. Is Funky Town an actual city in that song?
Uptown girl.
Do-do-do.
In a white bird world.
Wait, City High is the people that did that song. But was it City? Is it City High? You know, and they're like, what would you do if your son was at home, crying on alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry, and the only way to feed him is sleep with a man for a little bit of money and his dad is gone? No one?
Nope.
No. Sorry, no.
Wow.
That sounds depressing as fuck, though, I'll be honest.
Oh, it's fun. Okay. Look, the early aughts were full of nothing but songs that tricked you. It tricked you thinking they were a peppy song, and they were not. Like, that's okay. You know that song probably you don't know, but you know, do you realize that everyone you know someday will die? And you're like, wait, what? I'm sorry, what?
What is that?
Like, it just throws you off. You're like,
I was ready, and then you said we were going to die, and I was like, nope, skirt.
But the
nope.
song is so mystical sounding as it's happening, and you're just like, what the fuck?
What's it called? I remember definitely early aughts. I was listening, because I like to listen to the lyrics when I listen to music. I listen to the music, but I mostly listen to the lyrics. And I remember there was a song, I don't remember the song, and my mom was like dancing in the car to it. She's like loving this song, and it was literally about the end of the world. It was like, oh, the world's gonna end, and the fire, and the destruction, and all that stuff.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
It wasn't that song, but it was another like really happy, upbeat song, and it was literally like detailing, describing the end of the world. I'm like, Mom, this is a terrible song. What is happening?
And nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Do we ever know what's happening?
Anyway, this musical interlude is brought to you by Team Tangent. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about city living.
Which is where I was going with my song. That I couldn't figure out a song that had the word city in it, and I still can't, and I'm really, really mad about this.
I know there is songs that have city, but you're right, I'm blanking. But yeah.
What the fuck?
So, also, it's so funny because last time we recorded, it was the Seasons episode. Hey, did you listen? Did you like it? Let us know. But as we were talking about that, we all realized, oh, there's like actually probably a lot of expansion packs that we have not talked about. That we just had no idea. So this is City Living.
We thought that we did, and that's what they like. We were like, oh no, we totally did City Living, and Allie went through all of our old recordings, and she was like, no,
y'all,
we haven't. And I was like,
we talked about vacations, and we've talked about the apartments but we haven't talked about the actual expansion pack, everything around it, but not the actual pack,
which is just fucking weird. Like, how did we skip over that?
We got so much in this pack.
And it's even funnier because it is, like, genuinely probably, I would even maybe say for the team, like, our collective, one of our favorite packs, for sure. It's such a great pack. So that's what's even
really
funnier.
Is.
And it threads into everything. Like, okay, we're gonna get into it, but, like, seriously, most of it, if you don't realize, especially if you bought City Living as part of a bundle, or you bought it a while ago, you don't realize what you got with this pack, but the things that you use every time you play that you don't realize that you got it with this pack. Like, that's the weird part. So, like, this pack came out, it was literally the third expansion pack for The Sims. Like, the third one. It was released on November 1st in North America, and then the console actually, on 2016. But the console got it like a full ass year later in 2017, because that's back when The Sims didn't give a fuck about console. They're trying. They're catching it up.
They're trying.
They are.
I actually have it on console, and I touch it sometimes. But I'm like, you're just now updating this. I've had on my PC for at least a year now.
The console confuses me. How to play confuses me. You would think that I love playing on my Xbox, and I think if I was able to play this game and I never played it on the PC, I could play it on my Xbox.
Probably. I feel the same way. I have the PS4, and I'm so used to my PC that even just being on the controls, I'm just like, this turns how? What? I can't drag this way?
Exactly. I could not imagine trying to build shit with my PC. With my console.
God. With the console, yeah. For sure.
So, you got a lot, like, so much new shit. Like, you got a fucking whole new world of San Myshuno. You got 3 districts in San Myshuno. You have the creative arts quarter, where you could sing your heart out, the karaoke bar. Except for Sims 4. So if you go sing your heart out the karaoke bar, no one's going to be there until you get there. And then they're all going to fucking show up like 75 minutes later and take up all the booths. And it's like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, every single time.
Every fucking single time. Every time. It's popping down the karaoke bar. Is it?
I'm the only one here. Where is everybody? Am I popping by myself tonight?
It's 7 o'clock. Where the fuck are you bitches? They all come strolling in at like 10. And then they're like, it's late. I have to go. You just got here. Anyway, anger. So, they have the fashion district there. That's where the karaoke bar is. And then you can head over to the spice market to shoot some hoops. Stupid. Or invite a few friends over to play video games after a long day at the office in Uptown. So basically you have like the bougie, like Moneyball place of Uptown, where those bougie high-rise apartments that cost way too much money. They're like when you go into those apartments, the whole thing is like one floor is like one apartment in the uptown section of it or whatever.
It's like you just see the penthouse or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's like
like the lofts.
Yeah.
It's insane. But my favorite apartment is actually, I think it's in the Spice District, the one that has like the fucking roaches problem, and then like the exposed wires on the wall, the cracks and the shit in the holes. That's my favorite apartment.
it's the apartment that my sim is in right now. I'm playing the Not So Berry challenge. I'm on that orange generation, and that I have to live with that bitch in there. She just moved. Thank fucking God. I have her in the fucking Evergreen Terrace apartment now because I was like, I need to get out of city living. I've been here for too long.
So your apartment's gonna have roaches, by the way. And it's terrifying. Or mice. There could be mice in your apartments too. And they fucking like run out of a mouse hole and then run back into the mouse hole. You're like, oh God!
Oh, and fun fact, I got that sim a cat because I thought that the cat would do something with the mice. They don't. And I wish they would.
No, you have to call your landlord, who then won't leave.
They will never leave or get upset that they called you, that you called them.
Like, it better be something. It better be worth it. And then they like, yeah, it is worth it. I've got roaches.
They're like,
fix
what,
it.
Mike?
And then they come and they sit on your couch and they never leave.
I cheated that I made my sim best friends with the landlord. So he always came back, he always fixed it, and then he was gone. It was the best thing ever.
My fucker sat on that couch and I'm like, get the fuck out.
The only thing was because we were friends, he would just randomly come over, and that wasn't very fun. But yeah, he would always fix the shit though, so that was nice.
When you live in an apartment, you get closer to your neighbors. Fucking Penny. Your sim might make new best friends or fall in love and then debate giving them a key to their place. Don't do that. Will never stop coming over.
They
will always come over.
By the way, in case you were curious, that little give somebody a key to your place that you probably have an option to use all the time came from City Living.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Mm-hmm.
How about those noisy neighbors and their late night dance parties? Fucking Penny! You decide how to handle them. If you can't beat them, maybe you should join them. Oh, no, because one time, before I hated Penny, I went over there and I was like, hey, here having a party. Can I come over since you're fucking being loud as fuck? And she was like, what? I'm not having a party. I don't know what you're talking about. And she didn't let me go in the party. That settled my seed of hatred for Penny. And then the fact that I was just like sitting in my house doing fucking nothing. I think she was painting. And Penny's like, it's loud over here. And I was like,
yeah.
Bitch!
I know. They're always telling you loud for the most simplest things. You can be sitting there. It's
like,
too loud.
I am painting. Is the brush on the canvas too loud for you? When I heard you over here like just fucking music thumping, little sound things coming from out of your apartment door, you told me you weren't having a party. Fuck you, Penny.
Y'all ever see the ones with the hearts above it?
Oh yeah, because they're banging too hard?
Yep.
I've had it where the guy came out in a maid's outfit. I'm like, ooh, what are y'all been doing?
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with that. They always just come out in the towel when I do that.
He came out in the maze. I was like, ooh.
I've definitely seen someone in a robe too.
I've seen the robe, yeah.
Robe or towel.
Here for it.
I was gonna say, going off of that, so when I first got City Living, singing in the shower, singing skill was added to City Living, hey. I had my sim sing in the shower, and it was the apartment next to Penny, and she's banging, oh my God, it's so loud, and blah, blah, blah. So I never did singing in the shower in the apartments. Then with the Not So Berry challenge, I had my lavender girl, or the purple, was it lavender or purple, whatever, in an apartment, and I had her singing in the shower because they have to get a singing skill. I think so. I might be mixing that up. Anyway, so I always had her sing in the shower at the apartment. No one cared. No one cared. No one came running over, banging on the door. So I'm like, oh, so it's just Penny. Like, Penny just actually sucks. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Look, we're going to have a petty pity corner in a little bit, and it's going to be great. Because fuck Penny. But also, like, in your house, you can fix your own shit. But in an apartment, you cannot. So you can't, like, knock out walls because your landlord will be unhappy, or build new bedrooms because your landlord will be unhappy. But you can see your mouse holes and your broken water pipes and your roaches and your shitty appliances. And that apartment is so incredibly shitty. But it's such a nice sized up, like, okay, for a living I do that, at least apartments, and I'm just like, if you're gonna have a shitty apartment, at least it's big. Like, it's a nice sized apartment. Like, we can fix some shit. Like, this is nice, and it's in a good spot, except for Penny. But yeah, God, I fucking hate Penny.
Living in California with the rent being so high, you do kind of have to, pick and choose. It may be shitty, but, I'm not paying $2,700 a month for, a 2-bedroom apartment that's 700 square feet.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, San Diego, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, no laundry in unit, no central air, none of that shit. And it was when we left. This is a couple of years ago at this point. When we left, it was gonna be $1,700 a month for nothing. For nothing. It was. I don't even know how big it was. It didn't have microwave, didn't have anything. It was just a bed, a bath, and a fucking kitchen. That was it.
I've seen
Wow.
rooms on for rent where it's literally you can have a room, no guests, you can't have access to the kitchen, you get a shared bathroom, $1,500 a month.
You can't have access to the kitchen?
Yes.
What are you supposed to do?
Yes. You literally had to get a mini fridge and a microwave in your room. Bye.
So I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's about 1,100 or some odd square feet. It comes with a washer and dryer, and with valet trash, pest control, cable and internet included, and water. It's like 15 something.
Wow, that's good.
Oh dear Lord.
Considering you get all the cable and everything.
I can't go to Texas, but that's cool. I like that.
Why can't you? Come on down, Allie.
I was gonna say, hey, Midwest here. Central air and heating, washer and dryer and unit, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, full kitchen, all that stuff. Not even $1,000 a month.
Yeah. See, where I am, Texas is cheap but not cheap. And I live in rich white people land.
I was about to say bougie Texas.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, down the street from me, 10 or 12 minutes is where some of the baseball players and stuff live.
Yeah. That's where I lived in San Diego. I lived in where all the Chargers players lived. That's where the town I lived in. Well, they're in LA now, the Chargers, but back when I lived in California, they were in fucking San Diego. So.
Every time someone says San Diego, I think of that fucking video that came out that was like, tonight we dine in San Diego! And it's all like them, like the 300 style, but it's all like the Mexicans running across the border.
Oh, San Diego. Yeah.
One of my favorites.
I miss the burritos. Oh my god, they do not make burritos anywhere in the country like they do in San Diego. I miss it so much.
Come down to Texas.
See, California has the best Mexican food. I can't do that again. I refuse to go without Mexican food again.
Well, okay, Texas is not it, ma'am. Hi. Mexico's right there.
Yeah.
Ours is just different. You have Cali Mex and Tex Mex. They're different.
Yeah, they're different. But
they're both
good.
They're different. They're good in their own different ways. That's all.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you go anywhere, like Bowling for Soup says, the Mexican food sucks north of here anyway. There's a whole song called "Come Back to Texas" from Bowling for Soup. Do it. It's my favorite. They name off all the things that Texas, Bluebell and the Bush Twins, and Mexican food and the rodeo and all kind of stuff, That.
I would say Mexican food sucks basically everywhere except for San Diego and then certain parts in Texas. That's it. Arizona sucks. New Mexico sucks. Everywhere else sucks.
I've never had Mexican food in any other states, really. That southern states like that. I've had it in northern states. I lived in DC, and that shit was
questionable.
It was, the margaritas were good, but tequila's tequila.
That's hard to fuck up. Yeah.
That's true.
So if you fuck up a margarita, you've made some decisions. Okay. So anywho,
that segues us into food stalls.
There we go, Allie.
Okay, so yeah, you have food stalls, but also you have new careers. So you can be a critic, a politician, and social medias. So if you do the social media career, you're like, city living, thank you. They have like interactive career assignments where like Sims and careers have like job tasks to do. That takes him like around San Myshuno to do stuff. And as a politician, I did this track just for this, by the way. Your Sim can make dramatic ass speeches while fighting for a good cause.
I love it.
But you should do this podium, and they're like real fucking into it, and it's
in
great.
Uptown.
They're so
great.
into it. No one can be around, and they're just like,
no one. Like fucking gesticulating wildly, and everybody's just walking by, like, what the fuck? And they just keep walking.
And the podium's outside the gym too. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to go work out. I don't need to be preached at right now.
I mean, here's Marcus Flex coming around the corner, like, and you're like, God damn it, Marcus!
Oh my god, we need to make Marcus Flex a politician. I've never even considered that. That is so funny.
I feel like this speech he give would just be so much about just
working out.
The benefits
flex
of
those muscles.
You got to just eat your plain chicken breasts and your steamed broccoli. The gains. Eating is for the gains, not for the flavor. I hate fucking
egg whites and protein powder is your breakfast.
Creatine. No one know that it was like Jaeger bombs. It was like this viral video, and he was like oh my gosh, I have to find it and I'll tell you. It's hilarious. It was about he would go to the gym. He was like, it's like a Jersey Shore kind of like viral video.
Oh, from, like, yeah.
He'd be like, shut up, mom, I need my creatine. Anyway, so you can also be a food or an art critic, or you can inspire the masses by being a social media star. You could be an influencer. You can really be on the Simstagrams, and then every time you post shit, they're like, "Oh, you're so great," or you just posted that photo. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, no, I didn't. It's just my face is the same because my face is never going to change. You fucking idiots.
Pro tip: if you're doing a social media career, I literally would just take a picture, and you know how when you take like a selfie or like a picture of somebody, and you can take 5 pictures when you're in that mode, camera mode. I would literally just take 5 of the same picture, post them all on social media, all like around the same time, and they're like, "Wow, great image! Wow, great image." But then sometimes they get mad at you for no reason. You're like, "Okay, fine."
Do you want to take pro tips from somebody who made a snuff film?
Oh no!
Oh Lord!
Call back to Marissa's cam girl who died on screen.
Yep, she was doing the social media like celebrity.
Hashtag never forget.
That is so funny. Yeah, maybe don't listen to me. All right.
It's more so funny listening back to it because I think Ava and I both just sat there for a second, paused, and I was like, "Did you just make a snuff film?"
Like, that's exactly what I'm like. I didn't even think about that. I think because I was so, I had played over a whole weekend. I had fucking devoted like my entire weekend to this stupid challenge, and she was so close. I'm telling you, because I had the hours timed. Like, I knew at this hour she would get paid, and at this hour the money would go up. And I said, literally, it was 3 days. 3 days. She was 3 days away from an elder, and I had calculated it, and it was going to take 3 days for her to complete her aspiration. So I'm like, 3 days, and I was going to have her buy the richest house, and she was going to be this massive celebrity. It was going to be amazing.
She fucking died.
She fucking died, man.
She was right there, and then she fucking died.
3 days. Oh, so bad.
Fucking died. Oh boy, best death ever though. All right, so you also get lot traits, and before we recorded, we had to talk about one of these lot traits, just because of our experiences with them. So I'm gonna roll through them, and I'm gonna save that one for last. So you have chef's kitchen, which means that you cook faster, like your food comes out better quality. Good schools, which means that your kids will get better grades at the schools.
Yes.
For that one there. Mean vibe. I mean, come on now. Self-explanatory. Bitches be mean. Home studio, and that's like, I think that one does for like your any kind of I think it's either musical and art stuff. Any kind of like creative shit that you do is better in a home studio. Sunny aspect is the same way. I do believe like it like lends, and also like you get like a happy mood lit because your house is pretty. Like the sun is shining in your house, and you're like, my house is so nice.
Yeah, it gives you like more energy and better mood feeling.
Cursed is one of my favorites
Because you curse.
Because shit would just randomly break on you. It's the worst. It's awesome. Grody. Is that like grody, like grungy, like dirty?
I think like everything's dirty, yeah.
But then they also have filthy. So what is different between grody and filthy?
Ooh, should we have a quick Sims wiki?
Yeah, someone Sims wiki that while I continue on. Gremlins. Won't they leave you money? Oh no, that's the penny pixies. Gremlins will break your shit.
Yes, I believe so.
They'll break your shit. The penny pixies will leave you monies around your house. Party place means that you will throw some ragers, and Penny will come after you. Haunted is haunted. Duh, ghosts. Romantic aura means that kind of all of your romance actions will land better. Like, if you try to flirt, it's gonna land better. Yeah. Instead of being like, somebody be like, oh. Do you know how, like, hurtful that is? Whenever you go to, like, flirt with somebody, or you go to, and then they did that, like, back up wiggle dance, and you're just like,
I know, they're always so dramatic about it. They're like, ugh. I'm like, you know what? You were literally just trying to, like, be all on me, like, 2 interactions ago, and suddenly I go too far. My bad.
I get offended in Sim world and in real life. I feel like I'm being, like, attacked in both. It's a little offensive to me. Great soil means, obviously, that shit's gonna grow better there. Child's play, I'm assuming it means that your child will play better there, or Chucky's coming. I'm not sure.
Build skills faster.
Little column A, little column B, depending on how your child grows up.
Redheads, man, I tell you. On a ley line means you are more fucking apt to have multiples. Don't ask me why that's a thing. I thought a ley line was like for a train. I don't quite understand where trains and multiples. Nope, I do. Just put that in my head right there.
Yep.
Ew. When you say it out loud. And then gnomes. You know, those fuckers that just stand there and bug the fuck out of you? Those guys.
Those damn
If you're broke, though, like, do the gnome trait, because then you can just sell them.
True.
So I looked up, grody means, which I feel like is that a slur? I don't know. Sometimes I say words, I'm like, well, that doesn't sound good. But Sims have it. Grody says, Sims have a higher chance of getting nauseous when eating, drinking, or using the bathroom. So, like, the plumbing is nasty, is my guess. I've never used this lot trait.
I don't understand. What you're eating, drinking, and using the bathroom? Yeah. What do you... But you're gonna, like, go pee, and then all of a sudden you're nauseous? What's in your pee? So my guess is,
like, it makes the, like maybe a bad smell. Okay,
From your pee?
No, like, from the toilet. Like, we've all been in an apartment where the toilet is, like gross. Or, like, you open the fridge, you're like, ooh, like, gross fridge. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing it's just, like, a gross...
I mean, look, the water in the pipes sometimes, like, smells like ass in my house. So there's that. But only in my bathroom, not in my sink, not in my kitchen sink. I don't know why. And I'm like, I don't want to brush my teeth in here. Ugh.
Yeah, so it's probably just like that kind of vibe. But filthy is just where objects get dirty quicker.
I just love how when things do get dirty, like, it's instant. Like, you're just like, I've been cutting on the... All of a sudden it's like, grime! And I was like, I made a salad. I love
that too, especially when you have, like, the island counters. Mm-hmm. So they're facing out. And you just see them chopping away, and all of a sudden just the entire counter, even, like, behind the counter, is just green. And you're like, okay, did you just have massive diarrhea on the counter?
What just happened? Like, and it's so instant. And, like, or the toilet, it goes from, like, clean to grime. And I'm just like, how?
It's like a white toilet, and suddenly it's just like, and a green smell that comes out of it. I'm like, what is this?
And why? What did you do
What
in
are
there?
you eating that there's green fumes coming off of your poop? Like, I think you need to recognize.
And instaflies. Instaflies is my problem. Did they come out of you and into the toilet, or did they, like, where did they come from?
I think that's okay. There's a lot of annoying things about the 100 Baby Challenge, but I think that might be one of them. Is that when you have a lot of kids, they never fucking flush the toilet. So the toilet is always disgusting. It's always gross because the kids never flush it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had someone to click on the bathroom and it's always flush, flush, flush. I'm like, what? Who goes to the bathroom and doesn't flush? You guys.
Get the auto flush toilet.
Yeah. I like to repair all my, or not repair, but upgrade all my objects. I'm one of those bitches, so.
I tried that, but then my sim died.
I'm one of those bitches.
She's the one that was in that grody ass apartment with the holes in the shit, and I was like, I'm gonna have her. I told you that she was trying to fix her fucking. Forgot what challenge, what we were doing, but she was trying to fix her.
Were we playing with like mental drugs or something? And so we were all like,
because we haven't done anything on that, but she was trying to clean. I mean, to fix her stove or something in her apartment, and she fucking died. And I was like, instant death.
I remember that story too. That's so funny.
I was like, most people just get like shocked to get the black hair and like the black face. No, she died first time, and I was like,
well, damn.
It's so funny because like for me, that's how I always play. I always just get whatever furniture and toilet and stuff in kitchen I want, and then I just have my sim go through and just upgrade all the pieces until I get them all perfectly upgraded. And I've never had someone die from it.
Well, lucky you. So one of the things we talk about is one of the ones you can get is Quake Zone, which means yo shit go shake. So I live in Texas where we don't have earthquakes, at least not where I live. Because we have NATOs. By NATOs, I mean tornadoes. And while most people are scared of tornadoes, I have lived in Tornado Alley since I was a child, so I can give two fucks. Unless I can see that bitch on the street, I'm gonna continue my life. Because I don't care, and you can outrun a tornado if necessary. I know that sounds like super blasé about it, but it's that kind of a thing. I think when you like tornado season's coming up in the next like month or so, because tornadoes work science with Vanity when warm air and cold air converge. And when spring is, Texas is notorious for that shit because it'll be cold in the morning and then hot in the afternoon, but extremely different temperatures. So you have a cold front and a warm front coming in at the same time. So spring is our time for tornadoes. Because you got a lot of cold and warm coming in, and I just don't care. I more so get mad because it like upsets my sleep schedule because them shits come at night. They never want to come during the day. They never want to come like when I'm already awake and doing shit. They want to come when I'm sleeping, which is rude. Anywho, but earthquakes on the other hand scare the fuck out of me because you can't run away from an earthquake, and it's also because I've never experienced one until I lived in Alaska. So I was in a history class, a Native Alaskan Studies class, and my teacher was he was talking about how the white man tried to come and like take the natives' land like they did down in the lower 48. And he was like, they tried to come in and take the land, and they tried to come over and try to swindle them into some deal. And all of the tribal council stood up and said, not today. And then when he said that, literally, the ground started to shake. The fucking things, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was just like,
oh Lord.
Yeah, because there was a fucking earthquake. Like, my pencil rolled off my desk, guys, and onto the floor.
Did you go under your desk?
I just kind of sat there, very confused, and nobody else seemed to be as confuddled as I was, because, they're all fucking used to this shit, because it's Alaska, and I'm sitting here just like, I'm a Texan. Some, like, screams in Texan, like, no, what's happening? My seat's shaking, and I didn't do it. But it only lasted for, like, in my head, maybe it was, like, minutes, but it's probably like 30 seconds.
Not even 30 seconds.
It
There's
was like
seriously
shake,
like
shake, shake.
earthquakes are like sometimes like 5 seconds, but it feels like 10 minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're literally, it's seconds.
But I was just like, my pencil rolled off because it's like stadium seating kind of in that room, so my pencil like rolled all the way to the bottom.
Like, you want to pass that shit back?
I was just like, can I get my pencil back? But yeah, so that was my earthquake experience. Just want to let y'all know that. But afterwards, he was like, I guess the natives were listening, and I guess the ancestors were listening, and I was like, oh God, what?
Oh Lord, don't use an earthquake to further your conversation. No.
Like, my ancestors have spoken.
I was like, I already fucked up with the ancestors because I hate fucking moose because they're big and large, and I really hate birds and the birds up there. I thought they were crows, turns out they're ravens. I don't know, I don't care. The size of cats. My cats are 16 pounds. Those ravens were probably bigger than my cats. And the one caught at me, and I'm trying to get in my car, and I slipped because there was ice, because they don't use fucking salt in that bit. They use gravel or nothing because of the ecosystem. So he caught at me, and I slipped, and I fell on my butt, and I cursed him. I said, I hope a moose eats you and all of your friends. And after that, I feel like they were out to get me.
Oh Lord.
I think they heard me and they were pissed.
They were like, ooh.
So every time I would be out doing anything, I'd just see a raven like duck by me, and I was like, oh God, how do I
So
fix
Allie,
this?
from California, as am I, did you have to do the earthquake drills?
Oh yeah, we did all the earthquake drills. So basically we stopped. We had to like if I remember correctly, we had to like get under our desks and like hold on.
To what?
The desk, because apparently these small ass little desks were going to save us from a building coming down on us. That was the California school system's thought.
Tornado drills in Texas are kind of like that, but we all go outside. We go out of our classroom into the hallway and take our book with us. And we sit in the hallway and we get down and then we put our books over our heads and the back of our neck, and we kind of go down to like a little egg shape. And that's supposed to save us from debris.
How's a book over your head going to save you from a tornado?
Girl, how's your desk going to save you from an earthquake? Come on now.
That's so funny because I remember in earthquake drills, they said if you're in the hallway to take your backpack or your book and put it over your head and to go crawl and hide somewhere. Yeah.
Because your backpack was going to help you.
It's to protect you from like sharp, pointy things hitting like the soft spot of your head and the back of your neck. That's the reasoning behind it. But I'm like, look, if something does start to fly down, you think my hands are going to be able to keep this book on my head? Because it's not. Yeah,
like if a fucking like light thing starts to fall and you just have your backpack, like you're gonna die.
you're gonna die.
Just throw the backpack at the light fixture and then run. You're fine.
Fine. Everything's great.
Oh yeah, but that's why all like the hallways and stuff in most like schools here don't have windows or anything like that in them.
Yeah, because of earthquakes or tornadoes.
Mm-hmm, so you can go in the hallways.
That's something weird that I noticed when I moved out to the Midwest. Hallways don't have windows.
Nope.
Like they build the buildings so that hallways don't have windows. And it's like, oh, that's a really weird thing to think about.
Especially because Texas doesn't have basements because of the ground. So we can't go to basements. So you have to go to like closets.
How
come I totally thought that y'all had basements?
That's why basements scared the fuck out of me. Oklahoma has basements. Texas does not.
Midwest, we have basements everywhere.
Basements are just creepy.
These are just scary as fuck. And there's always spiders in there.
The thing that's so weird about the Midwest is everything is split level, which is like half basement, half house, and I hate it. It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, I think...
Okay. Do you know places you can talk about earthquakes at? Festivals.
Egway.
So you can have festivals in City Living, and they're ridiculous. You have GeekCon, which has the hackathon and the ultimate gaming test. I don't ever go to GeekCon because I get really sad I don't win anything. the Humor and Hijinks Festival, which is you can join a team. The pranksters or the jokesters, and whoever does the most things on their little list wins. The Romance Festival, you can have Sakura T and the Romance Guru, which is this weird dude in the robe.
It's a weird ass
Who just tells you, like, you will find love someday. Okay. Tell me what my sim gonna love now.
He always has a handlebar mustache, which I don't understand. Like, sir, he's an old person with a mustache. Sometimes it's a woman with a mustache. I have seen that. The, like, long mustache that comes off the face. I have seen women with a mustache as the fucking person. I'm like, are we all okay?
Really?
Nope.
Yes.
You're not okay.
Because I am always going to City Living, or I'm always living in San Myshuno, and I'm always going to a romance festival, because it's the easiest way to get a partner. Yeah.
It is, because everyone's like, the minute you enter, you're automatically in a flirty mood. Like, the minute you enter the romance festival, it's like the mood turns the fuck on. And you're not just like flirty, you're like very flirty.
I think if you drink the tea, it'll also make you like flirty and
but
whatnot.
it like bypasses like regular flirty, and it just goes into like very flirty. Like it's you're like in it. So
well, it has a wedding arch there and everything.
It
so
it is
you
ready
someone,
for you.
You get flirt, go get married real quick. It's like Vegas.
You get flirt, get married, and get pregnant all on the same festival.
And I have literally done that too. I've met someone. I did heat of the moment proposal. Granted, this person had very high charisma, but I met somebody. Heat of the moment proposal. Got married. Fucking bim bam bum. Like I got done.
Was it Dawn?
It's always Dawn. My favorite festival is the Spice Festival. That spicy curry challenge makes me so like they try so hard and they blow out the fire out of their mouth,
the giant fire.
And
they're like, it's too hot. It's too hot.
I love it because I love spicy curry. Like curry is my favorite food. So for me, I'm like, eat the curry. It's not too spicy. You're fine. Eat it.
So, side note, I told our lovely team members in the chat, but the other day I took a bath, right? And I like my bathtubs to be super, super hot. Like I like to be kind of soups. I like to have the steam come off my skin. Like that's what I need in my life. And I was also hungry, and I'd gone to the Asian market, so I had got the actual real Asian ramen, not the spicy kind. So I was like, well, I need to relax because I had a very long day. So I was like, I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to put on Bling Empire on Netflix. And then I'm going to eat this ramen. I've got my water. I've got my beer. I'm ready to go. So I was laying back in the tub, eating my ramen. Everything is fine. The ramen's not even, I swear to you, it's not even that spicy. But when you're in a hot-ass bathtub eating hot ramen, I could not, I was like sweating. Like my whole body was sweating. Like I couldn't cool down. I felt my lips were tingling. Like everything, I kept drinking the cold beer, but I felt like it wasn't even cold to hit my mouth. It was still hot. It was like hot. The water was hot. Everything was hot. I felt like this was like this like a sim death. Like this is how I die. Like, this is it. I was like, I'm going down to blaze of glory.
Death by boiling bathtub.
I was like hot on the inside and the outside. Like, I was like, I had to get out of the tub and like walk around my bathroom for a minute and like let the cool air hit me before I could get back into the tub. It was a lot. So I kind of want to see now if a sim can eat spicy curry in the bathtub. And I wonder what would happen.
Have him eat spicy curry and then take like a hot bubble bath and see what happens. Like an overheating death.
Would they overheat? Well, anyway, then you have the flea market where you can buy, sell, and trade shit. I don't like the flea market because it weirds me out. But that's because flea markets in general, like in person, weird me out. It immediately reminds me of Ross, and Ross makes me itchy because it's so unorganized and so much shit that doesn't make much sense. It's like Forever 21. Forever 21 also makes me itchy. All of those places make
Forever
me
21
itchy.
Gives me a headache.
Like my immediate skin reaction is skin tingles, and I'm just like, oh my god, 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 oh my god.
No rhyme or reason. And I'm so sorry if you were like a visual merchandiser TM for that for Forever 21 or for Ross, because you know your training is pack as much shit as you can in the store and sell it all. Like,
And
that's
there's
the
no
training.
rhyme or reason. Why are there pretzels
Yep,
next to the
yep,
tank
yep.
tops? Why? Why?
Well, sometimes you need some pretzels with your tank top, okay?
But it just doesn't make any sense. And then why do you have all the perfumes locked up, but then you've got all these watches not locked up? And then why do you have these like things of like old ass macadamia nuts sitting next to like this pancake mix, next to like this fucking exercise rope shit? And I'm just like, what the fuck is this bin?
The last time I was in Ross, this was pre-pandemic, I walk into Ross, I walk to the dress section, I'm pretty sure it was summer and I wanted like a long dress, like, a summer dress. Walk into the long dress section, I saw a wedding dress, I saw like a fucking Gucci or Calvin Klein dress, and then I saw a fucking like muumuu, like a straight muumuu, old ladies, zip up muumuu. I'm like, what's happening here? In what universe can you get
They did not know.
a wedding dress, a designer dress, and a muumuu all in the same rack, all right next to each other?
Ross.
You know what? She was getting married, and then she thought she was going to go out on the town after the wedding, and then, she got Corona happen. Muumuu dress.
I feel like, or other way around. She got on a date, looked her sexiest, got him, trapped him, married him, and now she's like, this is what you're actually going to get. Me and this muumuu.
Yes, that is like the perfect story. That's so funny.
Whereas me, I just let you know up front, hi, you're gonna get me. You're gonna get a trash bag. You are going to get a hobo, not even hobo chic, just hobo. You're gonna get Harry Potter sweater and Harry Potter joggers. That's what you're gonna get on a daily basis, and you're gonna have to deal with it, because the fuck if you're not.
Like, it's so funny that you say that, because my first day with my husband, I was living at an apartment with a bunch of roommates, and I'm walking out and I'm like, okay guys, I'm going on my date, I'm so excited. And they're like, oh, that's so clever of you to dress so casually but have such nice makeup so that he, like, some weird thing like that. And I was like, oh, is this outfit not good? Like, I thought it was good. And I'm like, oh, I'm so happy with my outfit. And they're like, oh, that's so smart. Like, don't dress up nice for him. Like, make him work for it. Like, oh, I thought it looked good.
I'm like, bitch, I thought I was looking good. Damn.
So you also have a couple new items that you get. You get a basketball court, a bubble bar, which is probably one of the coolest things ever, because it's like, if you bubble a lot, you get to float. If you keep bubbling, you float. It's like,
you float a little bit. Yeah.
It's like that Willy Wonka scene, when they go and then they're all floating around after they drink the soda and they have to burp to get themselves to go down.
Yep.
Bubble bottles, a busking area. If you don't know what busking is, guys, busking is when you gig on the street. Just a heads up. I learned that from that movie with Hilary Duff, Raise Your Voice, or...
I remember Raise Your Voice.
That's when I learned what busking was.
I don't remember that at all, but I remember the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the guy that she was interested in would go busking on the streets of wherever fucking city they were in and play his guitar and stuff. You get fireworks, a la Katy Perry. Baby, you're a firework. You get food stalls. Okay, so Bridgerton. It's not Bridgerton. It's the other one, the one that looks like the fucking British countryside area. One of my other favorite neighborhoods that has like the Windenburg.
It's always Windenburg.
I never look. I rely on y'all to know what it's in my head, because I don't know what's in my own head. Windenburg and San Myshuno are my two favorite like neighborhoods ever. And the two that I play in the most. It's just what I love the way they look. I love what they offer. Stuff like that. But both of those have food stalls. Gaming consoles, so you can play games. A karaoke machine, because no one's going to the actual karaoke bars. Just have it in your fucking house. A keyboard, so people can throw shit at you when you suck. They do. The podium for Marcus Flex. The street gallery. A street vendor table for all of your fucking tchotchkes. That one thing you got that one time from your nana that she gave you was like that like cat figurine, but like kind of the ears missing, so you glued it back on a couple of times, but you kind of glued it a little janky. But now you're like, you know what? I don't want this in my house. So you're hoping somebody else will take it, like some other person's Nana will take it to give to them, and they'll be able to get rid of it, kind of like an Annabelle thing. You know, you can't get rid of it yourself because it's just going to come back. But if somebody else buys it from you, then you're good to go, like that.
So like a Nana Chosky white elephant gift?
Yes.
All the nanas just keep passing it along.
Mm-hmm. If they don't pass it along, they break the chain. They break.
It's just on the Nana network.
The Nana network.
Oh my god! What a better name for Plopsy.
The Nana network.
the knitting Nana network. There we go.
Knitting Nana network. In cubed.
Call me trademark. We'll work with you.
The talking toilet, which is Potty Mouth 2.0, because there's a talking toilet. You can actually be friends with that toilet, and it's really fucking weird. Like, your life is super trash if your best friend is a toilet.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I just love that the options for that toilet is like use ? Use like sanitize. And like you have to figure out what it will give you before it will let you know all the things this toilet can do for you.
And to figure it out, you have to talk to it. And I don't want to talk to a toilet. I will talk to the scarecrow. I will talk to the plants. I'm not talking to the place where I shit. It's just, there's a line.
But sometimes it will show you little holographs while you're sitting on it, and it'll just, it'll
The
show
light
you a
show?
picture. A little light show.
There's a line. This is like that fucking, what's this thing in Smart House with Katie Seagal?
Yes.
There's a line. You know what I don't need from you? You talking to me while I poop.
Okay, Ray Bradbury.
Yes! What is this
Belled.
fucking, like,
Oh my
Fahrenheit
God.
451 shit? Like, no! Go off! Which, by the way, if you guys haven't read that story, it's really good. But they did a movie, and Michael B. Jordan's in it, and I watched it the other day, and it's super, super good. So I recommend. It's on, if you have HBO, it's on HBO, but you probably find it other places too. But Fahrenheit 451, it's great.
The Illustrated Man. My favorite book in the world. Ray Bradbury. Read it. It's amazing. Goodbye.
Mine is Harrison Bergeron. It's great. Okay, moving on. You also have wall and ground murals, which go with the street gallery. So you can like fucking etch-a-sketch your life on the wall and be your own Banksy. Simsky?
And they're typically at like festivals. If you
Yeah,
just
no.
are wandering around and you see a big giant square on the ground, there's a mural or on the side of the wall.
And it's actually really cool if you have one of the higher apartments, whatever. If you look over, you can watch them. You can watch the mural kind of happening, and that's kind of cool. If you look to your right, you see a fucking billboard of Penny's face because she's conceited as fucking we hate Penny. I did my last little like jive in there. So you have your aspirations. You could be a city native. So that's like I'm trying to do this. So your levels are a tourist. So you introduce yourself to someone new, probably Penny because that bitch pops up everywhere. In 3 different city neighborhoods, and then they give him an apartment key to a friend, which who the fuck wants to do that? Order 3 times from food stalls. And then you can be inhabitant, which means you achieve level 4 of the singing skill. I don't know why that's like your goal. But if I don't want to be a singer,
A lot of karaoke singing, maybe.
Yeah.
Look, I can karaoke all day long. I'm not going to get to level 4 of my singing skill. It's going to stay right where it is. Level sing in your shower only. You light fireworks at the Humor and Hijinks Festival and use a bubble blower. A city expert means you get to donate to the protester. Well, yeah, about protesters. That's so fucking weird. This city is so weird.
I love that though.
It's just so random. Like the most random things happen in that fucking city, which is very, very apropos for a city living. The most random things happen when you live in a major city. Like you just see shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when I lived in DC, we were going down to the the mall, which is on a mall, by the way. It's a big grassy area where the fucking Washington Monument is. Learned that the hard way. Went down to the mall and we were walking around. And all of a sudden, these people are like, had this thing of protesting, and they're protesting. I still to this day don't know what it was. I think it had something to do with pig slaughters. It might have been vegans. I don't know, but I was like, this is graphic, and I was just trying to get to Chinatown to eat.
Vegans.
I don't know. This is a lot.
It just might have been the vegans. Don't worry about them.
I was just like, they're trying to give me a pamphlet, and I was like, I'm just trying to get to Chinatown, and this is not helping my appetite, so I'm gonna pamphlet away. I don't need this.
Sashay away.
It's gonna. It's like sidestep over. I don't want to be here. I'm just gonna Homer Simpson out, like just
just through the bushes.
You're like, I'm just gonna take a step to the left real quick. Okay, thank you, and we're out.
Like somebody was trying to give me some pamphlet, asked if I knew about Jesus, and I was like, wow, I was just trying to walk here. And it happens in downtown Fort Worth, and they yell at you, and you're just like, I don't think Jesus wants you to yell at people.
I cannot tell you at my college, just walking to get to class, people are constantly throwing shit at you, trying to get you to find Jesus, trying to get you to be vegan, all that stuff. And I'm like, look, I am late for class. It took me a fucking hour to get from the parking garage. So I need you to get out of my way, please.
Seriously, it's a lot.
That was like my college during like election time. They were like, oh yeah, we need to sign you up for this. And then they got me for one, and they're like, okay, then we're going to sign you for this. I'm like, I should look at the dude. I'm like, bruh, I got to go to my final. I can sign 2 more things, select which ones you really want as your favorite cause, and I will sign it, and then I got to go. Pick them.
Planned Parenthood got me like that in Austin. I was just trying to get to this place to go get to lunch. We were going to brunch, and we were trying to find out where we were going, so looking at our phone. And then I would look up, and someone was like, hi, do you have a second to hear about Planned Parenthood? And I'm like, I really want to walk away, but I also do want to listen to you about Planned Parenthood because I do support this foundation. Yeah. But also, but now I can't. I've been donating to them every month for like over 2 years because I don't know how to stop.
Because of that incident, so you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where the button is to unsubscribe to them taking my money every month. And I'm just like, okay, fuck it, fine.
Like, hey, we support you. We love a Planned Parenthood moment, but like, can I get some money? No, okay, all right, take it.
And every time it comes out, I'm like, okay, Vanity, go figure out how to stop this. And every time I'm like, shit. And I forget.
You're like, I can't figure it out. It's going to a good cause. Oh, fuck it. I'll figure out next month. I'll figure out next month.
Literally every month, that's what I do.
That's awesome.
I just don't know how to stop.
I am a woman, so I probably have to support this. God damn it.
That's how I felt about it. I'm like, God damn it, okay, fine. So by the way, you donate to a protester, you kiss someone at the romance festival, which is easy as fuck to do, and you complete a mural at the art center, which is not easy to do. It takes a while. City native is you live in an apartment worth 100,000 simoleons, basically one of those fucking uptown bitches, and master the singing skill, and then win a contest at GeekCon. That is a lot of effort.
Super difficult.
It's so difficult.
Yeah, especially because when City Living first came out, well, after seasons, if you had Geek Festival happen and it was raining, it like destroyed the whole festival. Like everyone was dying. Electrocutions were happening all over the place. It was like a hazard. They've fixed that since. Like they make it so it doesn't rain, and like even if it's supposed to rain, if Geek Festival happens, it gets like the game automatically gets rid of the rain for that day. But still, it's just kind of funny. Like for like a very long time, it was like, oh, don't go to Geek Festival, you might die if it's raining.
Same thing happened with if you got seasons when you had we were at a festival, whatever, and it all of a sudden just get fucking cold as fuck. People wouldn't change out of their clothes.
Yes,
they would just freeze to death.
In the festival clothes. Yeah.
And so I was in a. Here's my little mean story about this one. I watched Penny die.
Oh,
you did not.
Tell
of course
us.
You did. I don't know why I said you did not. Of course you did. Your
So-
face, Vanity. You're like, hee.
One of these days, we probably should record ourselves because the faces Vanity makes during these episodes is amazing.
But like, so we were in a group because it was me, Penny, and what is her name, Yuki? Is it
Yes.
Yuki?
Purple hair beret.
Yes, who I love
Oh,
her.
and love, yeah.
Well, I was actually only in a group with me and Yuki, but then Penny popped herself up and was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And I was like,
As Penny does.
and so it got cold, and Penny kept trying to leave, but I kept engaging her in conversation, so she couldn't leave, and then she froze to death.
I love it.
And then you just watched her.
I
turn
just
blue.
watched her. I literally just kept making her talk to me, so she would.
I could just see it. Your Sim just in like a nice fur coat, fucking
Yes.
pom hat, just like, oh yeah, Penny, tell me more. What
Penny,
else?
What? Penny, tell me about your interests. What?
I'm
Penny,
sorry.
tell
One more
me
time.
more.
Tell me a good story.
Tell me
Let
a
me tell
funny
you a good
story.
story.
Where's your billboard? Can you point at your billboard with my mittens, please? Where is it? What's happening?
Do you want to hear some hot goss, Penny? As I put my hoodie on. Do you want to hear some hot goss? Let's
I'm warm,
stargaze.
you're cold, but let's gossip, boo boo. Let's gossip.
Let's lay down and look at the stars. Yeah. And she died. And everybody was crying, and I just walked away. It was great.
Like, just a quick delete that moodlet. All right, we're moving on.
I want to say, oh, we're not sad no more. Delete that movie. Okay, let's go.
Just deuced on out. And never saw Penny again in that save, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
So if you do all those things, which was like Mars said, winning a contest at GeekCon is hard as fuck. Like those geeks are real dedicated to their shit, and they are like 80 million levels higher than you, no matter how high you are. Like it's
Yeah, they are.
really
Basically,
hard.
you need a super high rocket science skill, a super high programming skill, or a super high video gaming skill. If you have any one of those three, you probably should win. But if you don't, like, don't even fucking bother. It's really hard.
We mean like damn near max that shit out. Like it's not like a regular
Level 8
Yes.
or higher, even attempt it.
Yes, and again, that's a very challenge. Generation Yellow is a rocket scientist. It's an astronaut. She had level 10 rocket science, went to fucking space, had a space baby, all that shit. Didn't even win GeekCon.
She said a space baby. It's a baby in space. Does it float when you deliver it? Does it just like float in the space? Like just
I'm trying to remember if you get a sim pregnant with an alien sim. Okay, my not so great challenge is weird. Okay, you guys, it's very weird.
I am
and very
super
elaborate.
excited to hear about this whenever you're done. Like I can't like that.
I'm
episode's gonna be
almost
great.
done. I'm almost done. Like I said, I'm on Generation Orange, which I believe is 7. So I just have 4 more. She hasn't had her twins yet, though. So we're getting there.
So if you get all those things, then you become in the know. Sims who are in the know can get a massive discount on market stall purchases if they haggle with the vendors. So
You can barely haggle with the vendors as it is. They're always so mean and rude.
They're like, nah, bitch, it's $20. But you're
They're
like,
like,
but how
nope.
about 15? They're like, now 20.
Nope, now I'm going to hike it up higher. It's 25.
Try me.
Let's
Oh,
go.
what? You want to go down more? It's 30. What up?
You know what? It's not even for sale anymore. Fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, get
It's
out of
like-
here.
Close their stall up and leave.
I don't need to make no money. You're annoying me. Nope, wrap it up. Give it back.
That would be me. And that's why I couldn't haggle shit. I couldn't sell shit. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this today. So you get a new death. You get death by pufferfish if you eat the pufferfish. And you don't like
If you
prepare.
eat poor quality pufferfish. So if you don't have a very high cooking skill and you cook pufferfish, sushi or whatever it is,
You'll
you're
die.
gonna die. Bye-bye. You're gonna die.
Which, I mean, is also real life. Don't eat pufferfish from places, or blowfish, which is pufferfish, places that you don't know that are really reputable, because you will die a death.
Pretty dangerous. Gross. Never
Gross.
eaten blowfish. So, or
You know, I want to say I'm an adventurous person, and I want to say that I always have the mentality of try everything once. And my mom always told me you can't say you don't like something till you get a nice healthy bite of it. Get me like a little nibble, gonna be a whole fucking spoonful or forkful of whatever you're eating. But there are certain things that I just know, looking at it, I'm not gonna like it because I have texture issues.
Same.
So I can't do anything that has a slimy texture. So I don't do oysters.
Yeah.
I don't do cottage cheese.
Oh God, no.
Like I don't do okra for the same reason of the slime. I just don't like it. I don't like the texture in my mouth. I don't like sweet potato or pumpkin pie because of the texture of them.
See, that's why I can't do avocado, because of the texture of avocado.
But I love avocado. It's so weird. It's like the way that it's when something is too soft in my mouth. Like that's why I don't like bananas that aren't. I like them barely out of the green stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they go past, start to get yellow with like some dots on them, I won't eat it because the texture changes and it becomes like a.
You know what's so funny? I am like such a texture person. I love texture in my food. Like, you know, when you're making like chicken salad sandwiches or whatever, I'm like, ooh, let's add like a little bit of celery or a little bit of almond, like just to give it a little
crunch,
more
a little
something. Yeah, I'm all about that. Water chestnuts, all that stuff. And my husband just hates it. He's like, I'm just a simple Minnesota guy. I don't like a lot of fluff. And I was like, oh, let's add a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of texture, blah blah blah. And I love like bananas and pumpkin pie and all that. I love all that stuff. For me, I don't like things when there's not texture in it. Like with like Jello, there's nothing to it. It's just a lot. I don't like that.
So that is city living. City living is it's just the things that you play with in the game. If you already have city living, by the way, you should definitely fucking do that.
Oh my god, don't even like listen to us. Like literally turn off this podcast and go buy it. Like it is like we've been talking for all this time and we haven't even really like cracked the surface of all the fun little things like finding fucking snow globes, finding posters around.
Snow globes!
You know? Like there's so many fun, cute little things. The outfits are super fun.
Mm-hmm. The cast is fucking amazing.
Yeah, the cast is amazing. Oof. Like especially if you are like of like Indian heritage, like from India. There's a lot of like Indian inspired stuff, Japanese inspired stuff, and Chinese inspired stuff, or China, like the cultures, which is really cool. They added like more diverse names when this pack came out, which was super important.
That's where What's His Pants comes in, who I thought his name was Salem, and it's not.
Yeah, Salim.
See, that's where he. This is when you get him, who is also Bay.
Oh, Bay.
Yeah. Salim is City Bay.
Who's super hot. Basically, like all the hottest guys that you see townies running around are on this pack. So
yeah, and it's fucking amazing. Like, oh, jeez. Like it's a toss up of whoever I meet first is who I'm gonna like, romance. But like, I'm like, Salim, who's coming towards me? Because those are my like city bays. Then you have Johnny Zest, who's like my suburb bay.
Can I say Salim with a nose ring? Bay.
What?
Bay. I fucking love it. Every save. Boop a little nose ring on that guy. It looks so hot.
Boop a little nose ring.
Boop it right there.
But yeah, and also like we mentioned like the curry fest, whatever, but the foods they give you, and this is they give you so much like so many like diverse foods. You get different foods from different cultures, and as a person who fucking loves food ever so much, it makes me so happy to see all this shit. And then they have such a large vegetarian.
Yes.
So like when my Simba's vegetarian, and she actually ate those bacon and eggs at one time, but you have more options of things to eat as a vegetarian.
Yeah, this is actually the pack that gave us the trait vegetarian and unflirty.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Unflirty and vegetarian. Unflirty. Why would you do this? Maybe because of GeekCon?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Which is a total stereotype. Like geeks can be flirty. Hello, sir.
But some of them aren't.
Some of them aren't.
Some of them are a little awkward, but some of them aren't. But yes, vegetarian trait, and the amount of every option after that has like a vegetarian option of like even like your fish and chips. You have tofu fish and chips instead. Like everything has like an option to make it vegetarian, which I think is so cool. And that's why when I made my son a vegetarian, I was like, okay, cool. She has things that she can eat, and on each level, she's not like feeling left behind, which is nice.
Yep.
So there's so much to dig into. Even if this pack is not on sale, still get it. Like, it gave you so much.
It came out in 2016, so I imagine it's like pretty cheap now. You know,
And they've been having sales like forever. Like, just
Yeah.
keep randomly having them.
Let's
So
say, yeah. No, this pack, again, if you don't have the pack, get the pack. I use this stuff all the time without realizing it came from this pack, you know, like the food stalls, the game consoles, you know, I always have my parent and the child always playing games together, you know, like to increase their friendship. So it's just like, I didn't realize that came from here. You know, you got the little keyboard, you know, start your little musical on the street. So
I didn't know that the toilet came from this one.
yes.
yeah, it's weird.
I still hate that toilet. Don't talk to me. Like, I like the toilet because it cleans itself and it flushes itself and it's great and all, but don't talk to me. So I actually don't know everything. I don't know everything the toilet does because I refuse to talk to it.
It can sanitize you. You can use it. It can massage you. Your toilet can massage you. There's an option.
Oh, no.
I don't use that one, but there's an option.
Does it have a hand?
No, it's like a bidet, I think, you know?
So it's just, wait, that was even worse. Bidets don't massage you.
No, that's what I think it's like implying. That's what I always thought.
I would think that just like the toilet seat would like vibrate. It would like massage your butt. That's what I feel like.
Okay. I was thinking like a butthole massage, like bidet. That's what I was thinking.
Butthole massage? What?
I can't. No.
Like what? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to the bathroom. Like, what else are you massaging? And I don't know. And I've never like zoomed in on the Sim going to the bathroom on that toilet. So I don't know if what happens, but that's my assumption.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's a tear for the butthole massage. That's a whole section in an adult store.
Oh god.
Want to know the butthole massager? If your toilet does that, it does some extra things.
No.
Well, on that note, well, if you guys know how the thing massages you, let us know. Because I mean, honestly, I was thinking like when you go to like get your toes done and you sit in the massaging chair, like maybe the back massages you, but y'all went like into your bits and y'all took it.
The toilet has a high back, so I'm sure that's kind of what the Sims people were thinking. Like, oh, the back of the toilet like massages you,
That's not what Mars was thinking.
But the back of that toilet. The back of the toilet does not look comfy. It looks like
the whole toilet looks uncomfy.
Yeah.
The whole toilet looks uncomfortable, and I think that bitch is floating.
It's not floating. It's just held up by the wall.
There's no
I guess
base.
it is floating by. Okay, I guess it is floating towards the wall, but it's attached to the wall. Okay.
I would be so afraid that like I just had a really big amount of Mexican food or the Spice Fest food, and I'm gonna have to take a moment on that toilet, and it's gonna fall off the wall. Then I'm gonna have spice juice on the floor. You're welcome.
Dead. I'm dead.
I can't. Spice juice is on the floor. I can't.
You guys, it's too fucking late for me for this. I cannot. Oh my god, this is a great.
So, on that note, wow.
Oh.
So we're gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna go make tacos and I don't know what else. Okay, so we. Any final thoughts about city living, guys?
Buy it, delete Penny, marry Salim, and just have a great life, you know?
Let her freeze outside. And if you want to hear more about how much I hate Penny and also Marcus Flex, please reference my least favorite Townie episode. There we talk about the ones that we don't like, and my two are those two. In case you were curious, you had no idea, it's those two. Don't know how you went gone this far without realizing that, but Marcus and Penny can both suck it.
Oh my god, have them get married. Have Marcus be a politician, have Penny be a social media influencer, and then just kill them.
Oh my god.
Sims!
In the sauna.
Oh Lord, in the sauna.
I just keep them both in the sauna and just watch the world burn. So, all right. So, we do have a what just happened. If someone would like to read it, it's from our lovely 13-year-old, Kiara. She is our faves and our friendly neighbor 13-year-old. But Kiara, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be 13 forever. So let us know when you're 14 so we can start calling your friendly neighborhood 14-year-old instead. We don't want to keep making you 13 forever. So let us know when that happens. And also so we can totally give you happy birthday shout outs because we heart you, Kiara. While she's looking that up, I'll do one of our shoot-outs. So we have a shoot-out and I wanted to read it just because it made me laugh. It is from Justin. He emailed us, which is undertheplumbob@gmail.com. If you want to be like Justin to email us. He said, his message is titled, "Thank you." And he said, "I am peeing my pants listening to episode 103. Episode 103, I do believe, is our 2000 wrap-up, but I'm going to make sure on that one. He said, "Thank y'all so much for existing, and Vanity is never negative to me." I'm so glad. Yes, it's the grand old flag that all acquaintance we forgot. When I said, when I basically said that we should not be so salty in 2021, but apparently Justin says I'm okay. So, she keeps it real and says what we're all thinking. Thanks, Justin. I love y'all so much, and when I can't play The Sims, listening to the podcast is literally just as good. XOXO. Sent from his iPhone.
Oh, Justin.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin. We really appreciate it. I appreciate that because I sometimes feel like I'm a little salty, and some people are probably like, this bitch is so negative. But, I mean, Sims 4 makes us negative, okay?
Hopefully Sims 5 is better. Hopefully y'all learn.
I'm holding out no hope for that.
I tend to be optimistic still. Somehow 2020 hasn't crushed that for me.
I'm proud of you.
We love that for you. Let's hope it's
We love that for you.
I'm dead.
I am slightly dead.
Hi, I'm Bohilda. Nice to meet you.
Bohilda.
Good old Boney.
I'm literally
Okay.
Boney. Okay. Alrighty. Kiara sent us a nice little email here. Okay. So buckle in, get some tea, get some fucking wine, whatever you got. It's a little bit of a story, but we're obsessed with it. Okay. So, hey ladies. So I have a what just happened for you. This time it's my own and it happened today. So I'm not feeling great and I spent the whole day playing Sims and listening to podcasts, which, jealous.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could be 13 and do that right now. Like, adulthood sucks, Kiara.
Seriously.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Don't grow up.
It is a trap.
So I decided to make a random genetics family, which turned out very interesting. Both of the parents have a non-committal trait, so naturally they had a very troubled relationship. Also, the parents probably had an age gap because the husband was an adult and the wife was a young adult. They had 2 kids, a child named Jimmy and a teen named, is that Natalie?
Mm-hmm. By the way, I've never used the non-committal trait because it makes me sad when I try to woo them and they can't woo anybody.
Same.
Yeah, not great. I do it a lot for some reason. That's always annoying. Anyway, since both parents had the non-committal trait, I decided I wanted to have the husband, Zachariah?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't know how to read. Okay. Zachariah be very abusive and mean, so he constantly yells at his wife and keeps beating her up. Kiara! Most of this happens when the kids are at school, so they have no idea. The mom has a great relationship with her kids.
Goodness.
Her daughter is her best friend. She and the dog, Bailey, are companions. Anyway, one day while the husband's at work, he meets Justin Delgado from Pendleton Bay, which is where they live.
Justin.
And this gave me the idea to have the husband cheat on his wife with another young adult. This guy is disgusting and I hate him.
I mean, same.
So when the kids and their mom are at the dog park with Bailey, he invites Justin over. Well, actually, Justin asked to come over. He read my mind because I was literally about to invite him over. Anyway, they become good friends and they start flirting and eventually get to the point of woohooing without my command. I started to get scared because the family members were coming home one by one, starting with the daughter and then the wife. I thought they would walk in on them, which would ensure a lot of chaos. Somehow, Justin was able to leave the house before the wife, Susanna, noticed anything. I was very surprised by this. Anyway, douchebag Zachariah quits his job, which isn't great because Susanna is a stay-at-home mom, and so now they aren't bringing any more money and they have bills to pay. One day after Zachariah quits his job, the kids are at school, Justin asks to come over, and he is not declined. Susanna is doing her daily routine of working out, swimming, and then woodworking. This takes a couple of hours.
Sorry, what?
We fucking love Queen Susanna.
Susanna is here
living her best life.
I want that life,
Susanna.
not Zachariah, but fucking swimming, working out, and woodworking.
woodworking.
I love this bitch.
Living her best
Here
life.
for it.
She
Here
is.
for it.
This takes a couple hours, which Zachariah takes advantage of. He is talking upstairs with Justin, and Susanna has since finished her woodworking and came upstairs to do something. I don't know what. She did it on her free will. When Susanna witnessed the two men flirting, and gets very angry. She yells at her husband, who ignores her and keeps flirting. The worst part is, Justin doesn't even leave. Also, Justin has a wife and kids, if you don't know, so he's a little piece of bovine fecal matter.
Yes, girl, bovine fecal matter. Spread it.
Love it. I don't even remember what happens the next few days. Oh wait, I do remember at some point during this situation, Bailey the dog runs away, but he comes back later. Anyway, a few days later, Justin asked to come over again, and it was Susanna's routine too. I guess Zachariah told Justin her schedule. Anyway, he comes over at like 3 or whatever, and when the kids' school ends. On that particular day, their daughter invited her crush over. Justin walks into the house, doesn't really do anything, and Zachariah doesn't go over to him either, but Susanna is sad because Justin is flirting with Zachariah. Justin goes over to the kitchen, steals food from the fridge, so Natalie yells at him, not only for stealing the food she made, but also for sleeping with her dad because that's what made her mom sad. Anyway, it's like 8 p.m. at this point. Justin is still at the house. Also, poor Natalie might have gotten stood up, but I don't know since I paused my game to write this. Anyway, which sorry, Natalie. Anyway, Zachariah is swimming in the pool, and part of me wanted to delete the pool ladder and put the walls up so he could drown, but I didn't. Well,
Should've.
plot twist.
Should've.
The game did it for me. I locked the doors to the backyard, and I was just about to unlock them for Justin when I get the purple notification that Zachariah is drowning. Death was already there, so there was nothing I could do. He's still in the pool this moment because I paused my game. I am honestly upset about the turn of these events because I was just about to divorce him and now I won't be able to. I have no idea what to do with this story now, especially since I needed to divorce him, but I have ideas. I literally said, "What just happened?" when I saw him drowning, and I immediately realized that I needed to email you guys this tale. I'm going to unpause my game and see what happens next. So basically, nothing really interesting happened next except Susanna was laughing during his death, and for some reason, she was energized. I kind of wonder if she killed him.
This
I
bitch
think
took the ladders.
She did.
Susanna took the ladders.
Oh,
She's all, you cheated on me, I'm taking your shit.
She's taking your shit. She probably didn't since that camp happened, but that's my headcanon that she did. I'll update you
Ours
with the
too.
storyline soon. I think I actually may play this household for a long time. Have a good day/night. She took screenshots, so if Kiara wants us to share them, we'll share them with you guys too. But
Holy crap, Kiara, that was the best.
Susanna's a fucking queen. You need to keep playing this storyline out. I think
Seriously.
Natalie needs to be like the person you keep playing. And especially
Yes.
since you said she cooks for the family, maybe make her like a chef that does something nefarious. I don't know. Think about it. Think about it.
I'm here
Let
for
us
it.
know.
I'm here for Susanna.
Opens a restaurant that like serves
Ooh.
that kills cheating husbands. I don't know.
Ooh.
You know?
Call it Black Widow.
Yeah. Like
The Black Widow
she
Cafe.
serves like poorly made pufferfish to the cheating husbands.
Yes. So
Oh my
if the
God.
wife or so if like the person who's being cheated on there, or they come in and make a reservation
Mhm.
for two
And for the
for the
pufferfish,
pufferfish.
Yes.
And then they
and
know.
the wife doesn't eat it. Well, I guess you shouldn't say wife and husband, but the spouse that is not, or the partner that is not cheating, orders the pufferfish for the spouse that, or for the partner that is eating it, and then they eat it and they die. That'd be fun.
Here for it.
Kira.
I love that story. I love that story so much.
I just love that she's like, the game is paused. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm writing you guys right now. I can't even tell you how many times I've just paused my game and been like, what are we doing? Like, I can't figure this out. What's happening?
So many times. I've done that so many times. Oh my god. I remember I had like a brother and sister I was playing, and I was gonna go for continue on with the sister. Then the sister got herself flipping electrocuted. And I was like, ugh, I literally just got you out of school, out of university. You're gonna be an engineer. You're gonna build your robots, and you got electrocuted by playing a robot. Now I gotta deal with your dumbass brother, who I made him basically a pothead drug addict who's just gonna be selling, drugs to his other fellow students in university. Now I gotta deal with him. I'm like, this is not what I planned for. Not what I wanted.
I don't know if you could sell drugs with the base mental.
Oh yeah.
Mod.
Yeah.
That's our bonus episode for when it's very soon.
I need to play with those types of mods more. I just don't. I don't know why. But anyway. Vanilla.
So, if you want to send us your own What Just Happens, if you want to send us some stuff, you can. On Instagram and Twitter at PlumBobCast. On Reddit, PlumBob Podcast. On Facebook and Tumblr, under the PlumBob Podcast. Our website has a contact form, which is undertheplumbbob.com. Or you can just go real straight to the source and email us, which is undertheplumbobpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to hear those bonus episodes, then we do finally do Base Mentals, or the one that we released that was just Ava and I ranting about Mass Effect. You can be you can go to our Patreon and you can be one of them. And if you donate, then you get to be any level of donation gets you in the Discord channel, which means you can talk to all of us. Usually not me, and that's just because I get overwhelmed, but I try. But we're all in there.
Yeah, we're in there, but I'm the same. I have a very hectic schedule, so sometimes I'll come in randomly in the middle of the night.
But yeah, we're in there. So there's conversation. You can talk with other Simazins, as we call you. You can talk to everybody else, and then there you go. Fun times.
We're a fun little group.
Yeah, and then if you want, please go to iTunes and Spotify and rate us and leave us a review. Look, if you want to say how awesome we were on the review, that's so great, and we love it so much, and I love validation. But if you just want to be like, Marcus Flex also sucks, that's fine too. Because if you don't put anything in the little box when you submit your rating, it doesn't help with the algorithms, and then we don't get on the radar of all the Sims peeps, and we got to get on those radars of all the Sims peeps so that we can be in part of the Sims peeps. We want to be where the people are. The Sims people are.
Yeah, and also thank you for all of the people that tagged us as your Sims hero.
That was so cute.
And we were fangirling. We were like, oh my god, because we're a podcast. I know a lot of people were putting game changers and different YouTubers, so we weren't really expecting to be part of that, but we had so many people tagging us, so that was really nice. Other really quick thing, we were doing a monthly shell challenge. So Julia built a really amazing build, and you can furnish it and you can do all that stuff with it. You just type in UTPB and you'll see it. It's just a cool little flat roofed house. And that was something that Julia built. And her gallery ID is Squiddling92. So look it up. See if you like it.
Yeah, so then if you do that, send us your pictures or upload what you do when you decorate it or whatever, and then upload that and then tag us in it. You can tag us with UTPB, which is under the PlumBob. UTPB. You can tag under PlumBob. You can tag any iteration of our name or a Team Codplan or Team Llama or Team Social Buddy or whatever. We check all of those tags. So, tag us so that we can see.
Yay!
And we do have a monthly gallery showcase we're trying to do. Monthly. Every month. So, upload and you be featured on there.
So we're really trying to like push the UTPB hashtag. Like you can do all of them if you're like an OG and you're like, excuse me, I do Plumbobcast. Like that's totally fine. You can do that. But like we'll be like really looking at UTPB. So yeah, I don't know, follow us on Insta and you'll see all the little cool graphics that we've put together and blah blah blah.
You're just gonna see my sim selves, because I did not my sim selves, like, but just all I make are sims. I don't do builds, so all I make are sims. So if you ever seen anything done by Vanity, it's because it was a sim. But thank you guys for listening. This has been kind of a long one. Most will probably be cut and put into bonus, but that's cool. But I really want to thank Allie for the work she put into putting stuff in the script, because she is a hashtag rock star. And
I thank Carl. Thank you, Carl.
Always.
And the Sims Wiki for any research.
Salute. Yeah, Sims Wiki is pretty like amazing. Like I don't know who you are.
I would say the same thing. Who are you?
Like if you listen, can you please reach out to us and just let us just bask in your amazingness? Because what the heck, like we would not be a podcast without you, just so you know.
Every piece of research we do comes from you.
Literally.
You and Carl, that's it.
Yeah. Maybe some Sims VIP gets sprinkled in there a little bit, but really it's Sims Wiki and Sims Carl.
Okay. So, but lastly, not leastly, thank you for listening. Thank you for trekking along for 2 years. Thank you for sending us your What Just Happens. Please send more. Thank you for telling people about us and randomly tagging us with things that we don't even see on the interwebs. And we're like, wait, what? Just thanks for being you, because you are special. That's what Mr. Rogers used to tell me back when I would, watch his show when I was a kid. I felt like he told me personally, and it was nice.
You are special, Vanity.
So yeah, and after that, now that we've done that, I'm gonna make some tacos in my HelloFresh box, because it is 9:30 at night, and do you know where your kids are? Mine don't exist because I don't have any.
Remember, wear a mask, save your game.
Wash your damn hands.
Wash your hands. Cover your mouth.
Get vaccinated.
And if you can get vaccinated, get vaccinated. If there aren't small children in it, there aren't fucking weird government spies in it. Your phone is a fucking government spy, so throw that away if you're really that scared. So yeah, wash your hands, get your vaccine, save your damn game, be a good human, wear your fucking mask. Okay, bye!
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 Buddies. Dag dag.